Now, the Bears won 30-12 against the Raiders. This was a great victory by the Chicago Bears on both sides of the ball. Now, I can say Eberflus is a terrible fucking coach. He doesn't deserve to be a head coach in the NFL. All that talk all year, I could say that. But defensively, this Bears defense is fifth in rush defense. And, the secondary with everybody back now, Jalen Johnson, he had himself a fucking day. 2 interceptions, 1 pick 6, and he gave up like 2 receptions for 16 yards. Shut down corner. You need to extend him, with this touchdown celebration. He was throwing the money. He deserves to get paid. And, even in the press conference, he said that's something, he's thinks he deserves. He thinks he deserves a seat at the table to get that kind of deal. I think he should be a high paid corner, but not obviously the highest paid, but he's one of the top corners in the league. He proved that in this game against the Raiders. And since he's been back from injury, he's been proving that week to week. He's been really good coverage wise. And I think our secondary, having everybody back besides Eddie Jackson, Brisker had 10 tackles. Kyler Gordon looked good. Stevenson was guarding Devontae Adams all game, and he held him to 57 yards, 12 targets, only 7 catches. So he did a good job. And defensively, like the past couple weeks, we've put together 3 solid defensive performances and games. The Vikings game, defense gave us the opportunity to win that game, only holding the Vikings to 19 points, I believe. So, defensively, Eberflus has had this unit looking really sharp. Offensively, in this game, D'onta Foreman, he was player of the game, 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 89 yards rushing. He was really good in this game, one of the biggest factors. And I think offensive line, Bagent played well. All right. Stop the glazing. He's not our quarterback for the future, but he is our backup quarterback for the future. I think this is a guy that can come in and win you a game like he did against the Raiders and look sharp, not make mistakes. He came in, everything you want a backup quarterback to do, he did it. But he's not better than Fields. I'm not going to say that. But, looking at Fields, his injury, he's probably going to miss this week against the Chargers. I expect, Bagent to be solid again. And if our defense is playing like how they've been playing lately, we might have a shot to upset the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Might be one of the most brutal Sunday Night Football games for NFL fans to watch. But defensively, offensively, it was a solid outing for both sides. I think this was a good game for us and gave Bears fans something to be happy about this weekend. Obviously, we're trying to get Caleb Williams. Some people are. I'm not. But a performance like this shows fans that the Bears are not tanking for Caleb by any means. We have Carolina's first pick, but beating the Raiders, backup quarterback matchup, the Bears definitely came to play. And looking at our next stretch of games, the next 3 weeks, Chargers, Saints, Panthers, these are 3 winnable games. And if we can continue playing like how we've been playing defensively, offensively, we can get shit going and we can run the ball. Offensive line, oh my God, they played amazing. Tevin Jenkins, Darnell Wright on the same side of the offensive line. I like that. Cody Whitehair, he even was pretty solid. All in all, I thought this was an encouraging performance by the Chicago Bears on both sides of the ball. Something I could be happy about. The week is not already finished. We got the Chargers Sunday Night Football, so I'm excited to see what we can do against them. Roshan Johnson should be back. Josh Blackwell should be back, and Braxton Jones should be back. Waiting for Eberflus to talk about that, but excited to see what we can do Sunday Night Football. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And as always, peace. Welcome back to another video for 6-Man Blitz. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down my Week 5 fantasy biggest heroes and my Week 5 fantasy biggest losers. Got to start off with the biggest fantasy heroes this week. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, DJ Moore did his fucking thing. And if you're really a Bears fan, you had him, you had Justin Fields, you had Khalil Herbert, you had all the Bears in your lineup this week.